I'm so glad to be back with my favorite people. All right, today's topic, I have it written down here, but I can't see it with my glasses, is fast growth in business. Okay, let's go over my favorite thing. First of all, if fast growth is where you're at, I'm going to give you three kind of basic topics to review on it. One, if you are a business and you are experiencing rapid growth, never fear. What I would do is I would look at the value of a 90-day goal. The benefit of a 90-day goal is that it can really help monitor growth in a way that you can really get a snapshot of how something is growing without really having to interface with it too much. I love 90-day goals in rapid growth because you can really choose how you do them. You can choose to really set a goal or an intention or a monitoring process around a specific entity. So if you're really growing fast, you can use it to define output. You can use it to define product manufacturing. You can use it to define clientele, building, process. There's a lot of different ways that you can use a 90-day goal. The other thing I like about a 90-day goal in rapid growth is the problem if you don't use it is that if you're trying to check in on something and you're checking in on it too much, right? Like the thing in the oven, right? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Done yet? If you check on something too much, it actually slows down the process. It makes it just impossible to get a great read. And every time, like an oven, right, if you open it up and you look inside, it's only going to impede the process. So the other thing that a 90-day goal does is it really gives you an opportunity to have what is a fairly rapid check-in, but not too rapid, so that it really does, you don't want to slam the door on a piece of growth, right? So the other thing about a 90-day goal in rapid growth is you can do a bunch of them, and you can kind of categorize them, or you can put them and attach them to a project. Rapid growth for a business, this has come up so many times with so many of my clients, and rapid growth for most of you as a small business owner, you're right here. You are right where the rubber meets the road. And rapid growth, if it's a defined in a straight line, it's a lovely, the birds are singing, it's lovely, we're just kind of tooling along. That's not how rapid growth feels to a small business. They are right where the rubber meets the road. And this is winding and crazy and slightly chaotic, and you feel every bump in the road. You feel every gust of wind. You feel everything. And rapid growth can really feel like it's out of control, and you have to kind of put some boundaries around it. But you don't want to take your foot off the gas pedal. And that is, I think, some of the benefits of 90-day goals too, is that you can really say, look, we've got to monitor this and keep it going, but we still need that point on the gas pedal. The other thing that you should know about rapid growth is, if this is new to you, you may have a tendency to do what you used to do that made you successful, and carry it forward. When I look at what is the problem with rapid growth for most smaller companies, is that they really take on this stress model that worked really well in the beginning, right? Where things get heavier and you get more workload, and that stress level is just lump more on, lump more on, lump more on, right? That we'll just keep working through it. We'll pay real close attention to what this goal is, and then we're gonna dig into it, and we're gonna chew it up, and we'll get that bone going, right? That model may work really well when you were really aggressively trying to grow a business, but when you want rapid growth that is sustainable, reproducible, and that is leading to a bigger goal, that model of just lumping more work on to this management structure that you may have, or you may be the management structure or upper levels. If you keep doing that, it will collapse under its own weight. It just doesn't work. So if you're in a rapid growth model, you really have to look at what are the ways that you get through that. And some of them feel super time consuming, slightly annoying if you haven't planned for them. I don't have time to stop, right? Like, we all know these people. I don't have time to stop. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. This model of lumping into one space is not the way to go forward. And it's not a way that you can consistently keep the gas on, because it will just, it'll put its own brakes on. The idea is to figure out where you are in a business model and start putting in some footing. They call it footing for a reason, is so that you have something to stand on. So you're looking to put in really that underneath structure. You don't necessarily have to hire someone in to manage this part, but you do need to hire someone in that can really start to build that footing. The other thing that happens when you look at that model is two things. You win twice now. And that is that you get to have all of the growth plus. So every time that you put in a piece of footing, it bumps everything else up, right? You get a little taller shoe, it bumps it up, it bumps it up, it bumps it up, and you keep filling in down here. When you are looking at how to fill in, you're looking for things that can really allow this other space to grow forward. But again, is it going to cost you more money? Yes. But it's also going to give you more productivity. And productivity in fast growth is what you need. You've got to get some traction there. And you want to really avoid having to put the brake on at any point in time. So, that's a really good way for you to model in how to do that. The third thing I want to talk about with rapid growth is it's a totally valid business structure. There are many businesses that look at rapid growth as really the tool that they're going to use to conquer either in speed, in product itself, or in a demographic or a location. That rapid growth, if you know that the model of being first to market is something that is really important for what you're creating, being first to market in and of itself can make a lot of amazing things happen for you. So, and when you look at the people who have given us some of the best business advice out there, when you look at the leaders from Harvard and Stanford and Yale and all of the Big Ten name business schools, they are all telling you the same thing, that speed to market is essential. So the fact that you may be experiencing rapid growth, or that you may be taking on a business model that means that you have to actually have rapid growth, you must then go back into that business model, which is boring, kind of annoying, might not be your thing, right? But you have to go back into that business model and really start figuring out how can you put in that infrastructure, right? So that you can grow at the pace that you have to. And that when you're going in that space of rapid growth or speed to market, there really is this duality of you have someone who is really working at this level, right? They're working on this side of the road. You have to bring in infrastructure that can work on the side of the road you were just on, or what you just finished, right? There has to be this duality of someone that can work on the road that's already existing, and one who can really carve out the new space to make wave, to swim through this, all of it. That person that's going to make these moves is not necessarily the same person that is here on the ground and making everything work and making sure that the road is clear for growth. So about rapid growth, just a quick review. I love it. You love it. If it starts getting crazy and you're whack a doodle, call. That's what I'm here for. But if you are just experiencing rapid growth, be prepared. This can drive you crazy, but it can also be one of the best rides of your life. And you really have a chance to make a lot of money. I mean, how fun is that? So again, just check it out, enjoy it, do the good stuff, and I love hanging out with you. I'll see you again next time. Bye.